Step 10 is about remaining aware. Having done all of this work on admitting we've got a problem, coming to believe it could get better, making a decision to turn our life and our will over, inventorying, sharing that inventory, recognizing the patterns and problems, humbly handing it over, listing the people we've harmed, making amends to them all, we're now in a different state. In the law of the 12 steps, there's a passage called the Promises, which talks about self-seeking will slip away. Situations that used to baffle us, we'll intuitively know how to resolve. Essentially, a friend of mine once said that a friend and mentor, Meredith, as a matter of fact, said that the 10 commandments could be regarded differently if preceded with when you are enlightened. When you are enlightened, thou shalt not kill. When you are enlightened, thou shalt not kill. And I feel that, in a sense, as we discussed at the beginning, the process of the first 9 steps is to restore you to a perspective which could be regarded as sane, that you are no longer dependent on the external world to quell your neurosis. Of course, we're still going to require food and oxygen and human contact. I mean, Maslow's pyramid's not going to be pounded into the desert sands. We still have needs and requirements, but we're not going to be attributing erroneously qualities to material objects or behavioural phenomena that don't belong there. Why don't I feel fantastic? I've just had sex. Why aren't I feeling fulfilled? I've just been gambling. Why don't I feel replete? I've eaten a Findus crispy pancake, which is a type of frozen food you can get in my country. It's currently on my mind. Having got there, having recognised the proper perspective of reality, step 10 is about remaining there, remaining awake, because there will continue to be disturbances. There will continue, in my case, to be the magnetic pull back to bad behaviour, negative thinking, self-obsession, all these things when I wake up. I don't know about you, but I don't spring out of bed in the morning like, it's a new day, how best to serve the Lord. I'm like, oh God, what's going on? I sort of wake up as if I've slept in a car, like I'm surrounded by sort of chip wrappers and fag butts. Like, all right, mate. Destitute and derelict even in luxury. You can find dereliction anywhere. I've been privileged enough to be in 5-star hotels, but it's like I can see the paper coming off the wall. I can feel the sort of deep structures. Like I can see the girders and concrete and steel, that everything's just a multi-story car park, really, just with a lick of paint here or there. So step 10 is about remaining present and watching when I start to feel greedy. Again, the defects of character come in handy here. Oh, I'm being greedy, I'm being lustful, I'm being self-centered. We watch it, we recognize it's not going to work, and we become willing to surrender it. Now, done correctly, or, what do I want to say, in the orthodox way, the step 10 is a written step, precisely the same as step 4, but done on a daily basis. Like I've done a couple of step 4 and 5s in my life, but it could be argued that once you've done a good step 4, you can just, through the process of step 10, continually maintain a state where you're not pulled off track by resentment. You could do a thorough step 10 on a big issue. If somebody dies or breaks your heart, or you lose a job, some significant life-changing trauma. When you do a step 10 on it, it's not just one thing. It's every aspect of it. So myself for losing the job, the people for sacking me from the job, my partner because they think less of me because I've lost the job. You work every facet of it in the 4-column way as we have illustrated already. It's precisely the same structurally as a step 4, but just done, as it says in the step, promptly.